Hey, are we live? I keep forgetting I gotta set this damn thing up every time now. Free. I can't bitch because it's free. I've had the paid version for a year. That was nice. But this free version sucks now. Um, can't even play our own music intros. Oh, God. Whatever. I feel like bitching and pissing and moaning today. And I'm gonna take it out on all of you. Because I got some complaining to do. Yeah, YouTube definitely has me blacklisted. All right, can you fuckers hear me? Oh, they're there. There you are. All right, but yeah, very few get notifications for the lives anymore or any other stuff. And I did. I took like 4 days 4 or 5 days where I didn't upload anything. And people are saying, "How come you're not uploading?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So I went on my other account, and I can't see some of my own stuff. Like I have gotten some warnings here lately telling me I'm an asshole. And they have told me that they've taken some things down because apparently they don't like it when you say faggot. Oops, they call it hate speech. But either way, there's stuff that I've uploaded. I can see it on my account, but when I go to my other account, it's just not there. So I know y'all can't see it either. Whatever. That's another thing too. If you're uploading consistently, like every day or every other day, and then you go for a few days without uploading, they completely take you out. Not that I'm in the algorithm, but then you got to start all over. Whatever. All right, we'll say some hellos, and then I'll get to the other stuff I really want to bitch about. What is up, White Claw? What is up, Steel Dawn? What is up, Shadow Fox? Shadow Fox? I can't fucking see. What's up anyway? What is up, Miss General Sea Monkey? Hey, what's up, Veronica? What is up, Hila? Miss Jen A, how you doing? What's up, Cole? What else do we have here? What's up, Alt? What don't they like about bundles of sticks? Exactly. Or in some countries, cigarettes. In fact, I am going to suck on a fag right now. Just give me 1 second here. I'm getting ready to light my fag. I hope nobody's offended. They wouldn't. I used, we were talking about actual vehicle transmissions. I was answering a comment in my own, on my own channel. And I said, tranny. And that's what we call transmissions. But apparently they thought I was talking about the human kind of trannies, and they sent me another notice for hate speech, and this was on a comment on my own channel, and I really was talking about a transmission, like to a vehicle. The hurt feelings are just out of hand. I mean, it's their platform. Um, I hate being called a YouTuber because I'm not a YouTuber, but so I refer to myself and other people as channel owners because just YouTubers got kind of a it's just a bad look. Um, but technically, we don't really own our channels. YouTube does. We're just borrowing them, so we have to go with their rules, whether we like it or not. Even though I'm constantly breaking them. Oh, hey, what's up, Jenny T? I hope everything's going as good as it can be. What's up, Rob? Sorry if I missed anybody. Streamer, yeah, I like that better than YouTuber. But I think a few people around here, they're buying like, and you can tell if you know how to look for it. Um, like you can tell. But there are people around here that are buying like 50 live viewers, so it looks like they have 80 or whatever. If you notice how common the number 86 shows up, and people are helping me look for 86. When you, if you know why, when somebody has 86 consistent live viewers, it'll make sense. It's a hard thing for me to just explain away on here, but yeah, you buy just enough so it doesn't look suspicious. I don't. I see. I looked up when Jeff started bringing bananas around here. I looked up all that stuff, and you can get 50 live viewers for like $5 or something like that. They sell them in blocks of. I mean, you can buy as little as five, from what I saw, but they sell them in like blocks of 50 or blocks of 100 or 500, whatever you want. Since when, Nunya, did Cat Eyes become an old whore? See, I'm aware that Kanye is dragging. Like, it's just for content because they got nothing else. They don't know how to do anything but be sleazy pieces of shit. That's it. They've got nothing, so they got to make shit up. It's a sad. I mean, think about how miserable they have to be. It's a sad existence. I mean, Cat Eyes and I have gone rounds. I mean, there's been long periods of time where Cat Eyes and I didn't get along. Uh, but I wasn't out here calling her names and you know what I mean. And I think the worst she called me was a motherfucker, as far as I know. But we got past it. I mean, but even when we weren't getting along, like when shit happened, when the chips were down, we put our bullshit aside and we worked pretty good together. You know, what is up, Doctor Mortician? And now I guess Anthony and NTF are enemies again. See, I don't like. I kind of know the gist of what's been going on, and apparently FCC was on. I don't know. I can't keep up with all this shit. I guess FCC and NTF are getting along now, but I, I don't know. Pissed some people off because he left a group chat. Pissed off because people were in NTF's chat, and then there he is. I don't know. People are mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm not surprised and just don't care. Everybody's got their games, and the shit changes from day to day. I can't fucking. I don't get it. Hey, what's up, Gilf? I just kind of keep most people within kicking distance, but not within hugging distance. I mean, there are some that I keep within hugging distance too. Don't get me wrong. Cruz is mad at you because you made him shit his pants and hide his channel. Hey, what is up, Shauna? Tommy is live and he's drunk. There's a shocker. Hey, no problem, Gilf. What is up, Meth Claus? I mean, there's just nothing here anymore. I mean, I don't want to say worth fighting for, but there used to be something of value here, and that's just gone. And it's not coming back. At least not not out in the open anyway. I mean, it really shows the divide when so many people are doing private streams and they aren't getting leaked. That actually does surprise me. I mean, the ones that are here for the money are they kind of cut their own throats because I mean, if y'all been around and people sent me all kinds of things, you know, a bunch of us got oil paintings. She doesn't want her name brought up anymore, so I won't. But y'all that were here know what I'm talking about. I mean, I've been sent everything from tools to paintings to drugs to all kinds of stuff. I mean, that still happens, but just not near as much. Oh, all right. Close your eyes, ladies. I don't know if this is the real one or not. It says authenticated, but that don't really mean shit. What's going on, Cole? Hello, hello. I'm waiting for the gotcha like a jack in a box. Well, if you're talking, we ain't hearing you. Oh, by the way, in case y'all didn't see the memo, porn bombing is actually a sex crime, a federal sex crime. And I know the wheels of justice turn slow, but uh, I know somebody's filed a complaint with the authorities. Yeah, while we're on that subject, um, I'm not one that likes to run to the cops. Um, but it seems that when you all do, they throw out my name quite liberally as a witness. So I've had to talk to, I mean, I guess I don't have to, but I begrudgingly do just as a witness, you know. But if y'all are going to throw my name around with the cops, talk to me first. If it's something that I've actually witnessed myself, um, I might want to talk to them, but generally not. I just don't like those surprise. Yeah. Talk to me before you throw my name around to the cops. Tommy's grifting for ink for that binder that doesn't mean jack shit to the cops, apparently. See, that's the thing. He's got it in his head that that binder is enough. That's all they need. But I mean, it's handy to show the cops on the scene, but um, they've already had the wrong dick pic. Why do they have extra dick pics printed out and floating around? That's sus in itself. You know, the cops don't even want to show up now because he won't do his part. He just wants that money and attention. Yes, you can absolutely drop my name at the massage parlor for the discount. Yes, that is still a go. Well, Cole said that he needed a minute, so I guess we'll wait. But the link is pinned. If anybody wants to say anything, you're welcome up. Unless you're somebody that I don't usually let up here, which is about half of the people that go live. So, all right, we'll try it again. Uh, Hold on. Close your eyes for a second, ladies. I gotta check something. We'll give it a shot. All right. Why is it? It's not letting me add you. It's not giving me the option to add you. I don't know what's going on. Try dropping down, coming up again. What's up, Angela G? So Anthony's still going with the cancer thing. He said he had surgery or something. Had a, I forget what they said. Said he had a tumor taken off of his heart, but yeah. Unless I see proof, I'm not really buying it. Because he said he had his esophagus straightened out, but he could talk just fine that same day. Apparently, he doesn't know how anesthesia works or the soreness of surgery. He said he had a tumor taken off of his heart, but he also said he had Hodgkin's lymphoma. But Hodgkin's lymphoma is to do with the lymph nodes, not the heart. Hold on, let me see here. Let's try this again. Add to stage. All
And
right, Cole,
on the
give it a shot.
Christmas holiday, and on the Christmas holiday, his balls shrunk 3 times this day. Stop fucking Dr. Seuss and us, Anthony. That sound okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Dude, I'm so sorry. My phone is terrible. I have data issues, and I don't have the authority in me to grift for anything else. So this is all I have. And I give this to you guys because I
I
love you
got you.
guys.
Yeah,
But if
I
my
have issues too. It's all
is too
good.
bad, I can. If my sound is too out of pocket, I can check with the what is it, the echo cancellation. But if I'm gonna assume I sound okay.
You're cutting in and out pretty bad. I heard you say something about echo cancellation, but it's not an echo problem.
I
You're
didn't
just
look to
cutting in and
see.
out. Do you have a tall building you can stand on
You can
top of?
thank Metro PCS for that.
Yeah.
I am a
Anything,
tall
nothing with
building.
the name
I
Metro
just
in
got to
it
get a
is
better
ever good.
phone. I'm gonna get a better. Agreed. But it's what I can afford. I'm not gonna rob you guys for your money. That's what it is. I give you guys the black experience. I've also got my fan. Well,
Well,
hold on, let me turn my fan off.
I'm thinking about
I'm
dropping you
gonna
my
turn my fan
financials
off
right
to
now
make
for some
myself
coke.
sound better.
Oh, that was better.
Drink Pepsi. Yeah, I know. Listen, us big black people who don't want to use air conditioners decide to put fans in, and you hear stuff. I'm gonna turn my fan off and give you guys my time because I think you guys are special. No, nobody
Oh,
else has faked cancer, right? I'm sorry, not faked. Had a 2-second surgery. As you're talking on the phone, is that a new type of surgery for your larynx when you're sitting talking to people? Isn't that supposed to be a time when you can't really talk because you're having surgery on your larynx, which is one of the main contributors of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I don't know. Don't mind me with my
well, look,
crazy black people talking. Is what else?
I've never had my
I'm running
esophagus
my gums.
straightened out, except for that basketball team in college, but that doesn't count. But I have woken up with tubes down my throat, you know, ventilators and whatnot, and just that. Um, After they pull that fucker out, like you're hoarse for a few days, and he didn't even have that. So
It's a miracle. Write it in the book of Narnia. Oh, speaking of that, because I'm not reading chat, my apologies, everybody. If I press a button, it might mess up my reception. So you guys are stuck unless you guys want that quiet jersey. Because there's a quiet dude that usually will sit there and not give you words. No, no. I want you guys to know I'm here. Nonia, if you steal my shit, I'm gonna come for your fat ass. I'm sorry, I just want to make sure she knows.
right on.
Not on your fat ass, for your fat ass. Get it right, baby.
Well,
Your
I know how
200
you
pounds
like the
bikini ass.
I know how you
Don't
like
mind
the
me, Bill.
bigger
I'm running.
girls, but
It's as I wrote on my YouTube. I have been writing a lot. You know, Nonia inspires my romantic side. It's not just that I'm unattracted to her physically; it's that her personality is that of shit. So as
yeah,
beautiful as she thinks she could possibly be, that personality is what as Warbot has said over the past 2 days, I throw that shit out, or you throw that shit out, and I discard it. And one person's trash is everybody's trash. Again, treasure. Yeah, I'm sure there's diamonds in there. Those are called shit kernels, babe. But you know, when you got all that weight, it's kind of hard to wipe your own ass. And shouldn't you be putting that in the toilet, Nonia? But I gotta remember you don't pay the water bill. Ah, shit. But how have you been, Sir Bill? I know we haven't talked in a while, even though we've talked for a while.
Been all right. Just lifey kind of things happen.
You've been haunting me with that beautiful black cat, by the way. I want to let you know I really like that black cat. I'm a big fan of black cats. I think they're great.
I can hook you up.
I got a big Negro dog in the house. I don't want to hurt that cat.
What,
It's
you got
wrong in
something
like three
against black
ways.
cats? Are you racist?
No, I have something for black cats. I think they're great. I think they're good luck.
They're also great on the grill.
Wait, they're supposed to be bad luck and see death. Yeah, our pig roast is so plentiful right now. Over the past 2 days, it has been just amazing watching a 500-pound woman spurg, pretending she's Rachel Dolezal, without the intelligence of Rachel Dolezal, which is the best part.
Yeah, I can't remember where I saw that, but she's back to doing 9-hour Spurg streams, I heard.
2 in a row made me very happy. My only issue with that is I did try to check out the nontent. You're the person that gave me that term nontent. So I took a little view just to see what was going on, and it was everything from last year. I don't want to watch last year. It
Oh,
would be like
yeah, I heard
going
they're
to an
still
NFL game
spurging about.
and them saying, you know what, it's a rain delay. Last year.
They're
It's a
still
whole new
spurging about
year.
Junie, I
New
guess, and
experiences, new relationships, new breakups. That women don't even know who they
still
are anymore.
spurging about Junie, and she hasn't been around for
Oh, they
a
got mad at
while,
me
and
for that.
she's never really done anything to anybody. Oh, speak of the devil.
No, she's just nice. Yells. Go ahead, Bill.
It's all about spurging, man. They target people that they
I'm really
think
not.
they can set off. When I mean, they're
You
easy
know
to
what
set.
upsets me though? Mitch
A
doesn't want to talk to me.
30-second. God damn it! Let me talk.
I want to thrash you, bro. Come on, man.
Apparently, Cole can't hear me. It's I can make a 30-second. I can spend 30 seconds making a short and send them into multi-hour Spurg streams for days, and I think it's hilarious. It's very efficient. I put 30 seconds worth of fuel in the tank, and I can run them for days.
This advertising, I'd certainly throw a commercial in there. I mean, if we're going pure monetary style, I wouldn't call it life, especially when kids
No.
are involved. You know, children like to be entertained. But 9 hours? That's a. Do you know what I could do in 9 hours? Hey, ladies, $sign, keeping it 3. No, I'm playing. No, no. I'm just playing. Don't
Cole
be
gives
offended.
excellent foot rubs.
I've been trying to get this young JT to cuddle up with me, but he don't want me no more. All these new hot men coming into town, just feel left out. It's because I told him that we can't do the sex thing. It just wouldn't work. But everything else I'm down with. Can laugh, drink, talk, play. Whoa, stop. No, not that kind of play. I meant what actual friends do. They hang out, do nigga shit. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't. Damn it. I can't say that word because all y'all white people done fucked it up.
Oh, shit. Oh. I just got some
Well, I don't know.
donos. Thank you very much, Mr. Jackoff. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. I got 2 more, but I'm not sure who the other ones. I'm not too sure who the other ones are. I don't know who they are on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to
I
shout their
do have
names
a
out.
question in regards to my good boy. I wouldn't. Nah, my question is about my boy Slimy and his $5,000 vacation. How the hell
So
did
he
that man get
grifted
another
again for another trip.
locals? I thought he was not allowed to have locals after get his crack.
He grifted
Is that me
for,
or
I mean,
you?
I've heard 2,000 and I've heard 5,000. I don't know what the number is, but for another trip to Florida. Did the guy get arrested or no?
From what I was told, he was not arrested. I'm not even sure if the police showed up, but the police haven't been showing up anyway, so that's nothing new. I don't consider industry, and they're pretty bad at it.
I don't know, dude. You're breaking
They're
up
horrible at it.
bad. Can you hear me at all?
Say again.
You're breaking up so bad, dude. We can't. You have to
I
stand on
hear
top of
you.
your
Just
car
tell
or
me my
something.
sound is bad and I'll drop off. I'm done. Yeah, I've lost.
All right, man.
Yeah, keep
Thanks for
moving my
coming up,
phone
though.
around. It's me. It's not you. I'm horrible at this relationship. Yeah, I'm gonna drop my. I gotta work on my phone. I failed you all, and I apologize.
It's fine, man. It's
No, I'm
fine.
gonna go. I'm gonna go. Sorry, you guys. I'll do better next time.
All right. I can hear myself talk. All right, dude. Later.
Boo. Give me a second.
All right. I can't listen. I'm sorry, Cole, but I can't listen to myself talk 5 seconds after I've said something. All right. Thanks for coming up, though, man. I do appreciate it. Always enjoy your words of wisdom, even though I don't usually understand most of what you say. I should do I mean I already paid it, but I should do a tax grift because I don't think most of the people here do it, but like any donations you get is taxable. Anything I think over the first $600. So I'm gonna have to, and it comes up to I don't know, like 40% or whatever. So anytime you guys send me donos, I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start taxing you. So if you send me a dono for $100, I'm gonna have to tax you another 40 to cover the taxes on that first 100. But then I will also get taxed on that next 40. So I'm gonna have to tax you on 40% of that, and it just keeps going and going until there's nothing. Just so you know. Um, I am not a 501c3. Well, like I can write off. Um, since I just use my regular phone for this, I can write off like a percentage of what I pay every month. I can't write it all off because I also use it for personal. Yeah, it's complicated. I've also managed to turn cocaine into a massive tax write-off. As long as I do the cocaine while I'm streaming, or if I stream because I have the cocaine, I can write it all off. Well, the work I do to fight for sea monkey rights surely should be tax deductible, I would think. Damn. Hey, man, I don't want to shout out names. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you. Um, got 4 donos today. That's awesome. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Didn't really expect them. Um, thank you. Yes, absolutely. We write off every single ball gag. Those are mostly for advertising purposes. All you have to do is put a key ring on something, and call it an advertising expense. You guys even know my talents go underappreciated. You guys even know how hard it is to snort coke while wearing a ball gag? In the industry, we call that a business hazard. Well, back when I was like, I've had um, several small businesses in the past. Like I had my regular steelworker job, but I always had something else going on. Like when I was doing the bail bonds stuff, that was all done on a 1099. Same with the food. I had my own fugitive recovery business, so I had, um, with the investments and all that, I had advisors and accountants at that time. I tried doing all that shit myself. Like I did my own taxes for the most part, but when you start fucking around with business expenses and percentages, and it gets weird. And if you fuck up, you can be in a lot of trouble. So I ended up like every 3 or 4 years, I would have an accountant do it, and then find out that way kind of what I could get away with, and then I would do it myself the next couple of years or whatever. But yeah, if you mess up, you can be in a lot of trouble, even if it's an accident. How much for a ball gag for Nanya? Oh man, I don't know. I mean, I could make one. Man, that would be a big fucker though. The problem is finding somebody willing to install it. Being anywhere near that mouth would be an extreme hazard. I still never found out. Like when she threatened everybody with sexual assault by having her non-husband choke people out with his dick. Now, if he's doing it from the inside, that's not that impressive. But doing it from the outside, then I want to know about that technique. But still, having her threaten to have her husband sexually assault people by choking them with his dick is that's a red flag. What's going on, Lisa? And she has talked. She talked more about my dick in 3 days than I have in 3 years, and that's kind of creepy. Also, if I'm being honest. All right, I gotta walk away from my phone, so I won't be able to see chat for a couple of minutes. I'll still be able to talk to you though. Does anybody know has all those 700 people that Tommy allowed to be doxxed have any of them gotten notices in the mail? Because he's supposed to notify each and every single one of them by law. Anybody know if that's happening or if anybody's on top of making sure that'll happen? Who's talking? Nanya, man. She has talked about my dick. She talks about me talking about my dick, even though I don't really talk about my dick that much. But she has gone on and on and on about it. And it's fucking like when I feel creeped out about something like that, you know it's bad. But I mean, it's flattering in small doses, but when somebody just goes on and on about it, it's fucking creepy. It just is. I mean, if she wants a dick pic, I don't know. I guess I could send her one. Now, see, it's been my experience in with real life stuff. If a female is just being kind of weird about wanting you to fuck her all the time, um, unless it's somebody you're already with, you know what I mean? It's been my experience that going ahead and doing it just to shut them up does not work. It just makes them worse. And then when you try to politely tell them to fuck off, they end up pulling their car into your driveway late at night and sleeping in your fucking driveway. And then you're worried about dead rabbits, you know, boiling on your stove. It does. It gets fucking like it's not flattering. Could you show proof other than on you? Yeah, she's done it fucking multiple times on her channel. In fact, I think I might have a. Oh, they don't want you. I might have a. I can't remember which channel it was, but on one of my channels, I'm pretty sure there's a clip of it. I might actually have a clip of it on here. Hold on. I'll look for it later because it StreamYard has switched everything around. I don't know where the fuck anything's at anymore. And I don't. They won't let me play my intros anymore, so I don't even know if they'll let me play it. Hold on. Fuck it. I'll look for it later. But I don't have it every single time it happened, but it's happened a lot. Bye, certified mail. It's not like you're real important around here. Oh no, I actually have talked about sending dick pics, but I've never actually sent a dick pic. I have made a lot of jokes about dick pics and myself sending them, but so I guess I have talked about my penis, but she's talked about it way more than I have. Like, oh, gross, Bill was talking about his dick. Apparently it's okay for her to threaten to have her husband choke people out with his penis. I mean, that's sexual assault. So just explain to me the double standard. I'll wait. No, he was asking for proof that Nunez talked about me talking about my penis here in front of witnesses that have probably all seen it. Nunez's husband choked a dog with his dick. Well, that wouldn't be a big surprise either, actually. Yeah, I've seen him too. He nothing to write home about. I mean, I'm not into dudes, but you can look at a guy and be like, yeah, chicks would find him attractive or not. He just looks like a regular punk ass bitch with his prison tattoos that may or may not be real. It doesn't sound like he's around anymore. People are saying they haven't heard his. If he was around, y'all would still hear his loud mouth because we heard it a lot before. Well, Okay, certified mail, delete. I don't answer to you. How about that? And just because I can't immediately show it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You are well aware by now that I have no ability to screen share. ADHD is a faggot. Is that? Oh man, is ADHD? Is that the one that goes on panels with a voice changer all the time, or am I thinking of somebody else? Yeah, they've sent me they've taken down videos of mine and sent me warnings for hate speech for saying faggot, but it's too late now. I've already said it. Even though I'm talking about a bundle of sticks or a cigarette, they don't distinguish between the two. ADHD is PHAI, is it? I mean, we know who PHAI is. It blocks. Yeah, YouTube's bad about censoring comments. YouTube deletes even just innocent comments for whatever reason. People get mad. You deleted my comment. No, no, I didn't. The only comments, the only people that get nuked from my channel are doxes, threatening somebody else, or if you just annoy me. If you're taking up too much time making idiotic comments and I get tired of wasting time on you, that'll get you banned. Or if I just don't fucking like you. Nanya's a habitual liar, just like Tommy Felon. Yeah, that's a fact. The reality sucks so bad they just have to create alternate lives, you know? I mean, it's sad and pathetic. Yeah, exactly, Shadowfax. Jeff probably has some kind of tard pass. He probably got flagged for this stuff, and he probably wrote him or had somebody write him, be like, "Hey, he's a tard, so you got to give him a break." He's a protected class. Oh, speaking of tards, man, I don't live all that far from Chicago. Um, was it last week? I don't know, last week or the week before. I went to check out the Antifa ICE protest. Y'all, they do not need the National Guard to take on Antifa. Just give a couple of pickup trucks full of rednecks some beer and give them a free pass. That those fucking Antifa motherfuckers are, oh my god, like with the dumbest, like the dumbest organized group of individuals together I've ever seen. And they do some dirty shit though. Like they'll have their women run up and I only saw like small skirmishes. No, I didn't see any all out melees. But they'll have their females or people presenting themselves as females run up and hit some big white guy, and then like if the white guy hits them back, then oh, you're hitting a woman, or they'll try to draw people into a confrontation, and they'll kind of try to separate one so that it's like 10 on 1, but they still get their asses kicked. What's going on, Sam? Yeah, Dark Underbelly has been putting out some interesting stuff. What's going on, K Swizzle? Antifa, uh-oh. Somehow I doubt that's the real big news, but we'll let it slide. Antifa is the biggest fucking hypocrites. They run around calling everybody else fascist, but the first thing they try to do is shut you down if you're saying something they don't like. Like they need to look up the definition of fascist. And they use violence to do it. I think changing his name to Dark Underbelly helped him kind of get into the algorithm more. Antifa is not real. No, that's bullshit. They are organized. Like they have meetings and stuff. I hate to bust your bubble, Walter, but that uh, I realize that that's what they want you to believe, but it's simply not true. This community stuff is dead. That's a fact, and has been for a long time. Also a fact. And Dark Underbelly refers to the insidious crimes and subculture that is perfectly suited to describe female predators. I agree. I mean, plus it's a cooler name, you know? Dark Underbelly. I like it. These Antifa motherfuckers, like, they're all fucking. I mean, I can't really call somebody out for being on drugs because I'm on drugs, but these motherfuckers are really on drugs. Like, you can stand there and point out that, okay, that one's tweaking, that one's on meth, that one's nodding out, okay, there's some heroin there. Like, you can just stand there and go down the line and pick out what drugs they're on. And they wear their mask, but that's not really saving them. I didn't take my phone with me when I went. Um, you know, people or the government wants to put chips in us so they can track what we're doing. Well, motherfucker, you are voluntarily showing them where you're at by carrying your phone. And that's how, like, when you see, I didn't see anybody get painted with a laser when I was there, but like when you see it in Portland or wherever, where they have a laser, they're getting painted. They have green lasers, red lasers, and people are like, oh, that's a gun. It's not a gun. What they're doing is they are marking you, and they will start tracking your cell phone from that point, and they can see where it's been and where it goes. I wasn't planning on doing anything nefarious, but I left my phone at home, and I didn't park anywhere near there. But sometimes shit goes sideways, and I was ready for it. Did they look like they could handle carrying or using a gun? Well, some of them actually. I mean, anybody at close range can pull a gun and pull a trigger. I didn't actually see any guns, but that don't mean they weren't there. I had one on me. I just didn't let it be known. I mean, I had other stuff on me too, and I wasn't there to get involved in anything. But I mean, shit just happens sometimes. But what they do, they do shit like they'll throw water or whatever it was, or they'll throw a rock at somebody. Um, do something relatively minor, trying to antagonize them to do something, and then they're the first ones to go crying to the cops. I mean, Antifa, I do believe that they are a terrorist organization. They burn shit down, they riot, they're violent. But, and I agree that they need to be, their speech shouldn't be stopped, but their violence needs to be stopped. And I agree that that needs to happen, but I am not cool with the military being used against citizens. That's like the first step towards martial law, which will affect all of us. I'm just, if they're rioting or whatever, fine, do whatever you got to do to bust that shit up. And they're idiots, but they have the right to be verbal idiots. And I'm just, I mean, as far as them, like when they are attacking ICE or whoever, that shit needs to be stomped out immediately. I agree. But you're still using the U.S. military against U.S. citizens, and to me, that's kind of a step in a bad direction. What's going on, Vlad? Ain't seen you around in a while. Yeah, Vlad, give Lala my phone number and don't ask any questions. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Welcome, Vlad. Owed you an apology for a long time for siding with lukewarm Jeff a few years ago concerning his grandchildren fix. I'm awfully sorry, Vlad. All right, well, I'm not sure what that apology is about, but there it is. Did you hear about the ICE agent that unalived someone and lied about why he pew-pewed him? No, I have not heard about that. It don't surprise me though. I mean, there's a lot of bad apples in law enforcement. I think it should be law that, I mean, except for like undercover stuff, common sense things. But if the cops are arresting someone, like it should be a law that they have a body camera on. I know they finally got body cameras around here within the last few years, but cops around here, they fought that tooth and nail for as long as they could. And it's because they're fucking corrupt as shit around here. It's like that in all like rural areas and stuff. Now, I have used that to my advantage. I've gotten away with stuff or out of stuff, however you want to put it, um, just because a couple of the cops like me. But they also used it against me. So, what's going on, MasterCard? What the hell? I'll get you your wrench. I can't do it right now, but when the channel came back, I don't know. Some people just lost their wrenches. I don't know why. Oh yeah, you see that time and time again. They had the body camera on, and they still lie about what happened. They lie in their reports. They lie in court. They're so used to, cops are trained to lie, and I'm not anti law enforcement, um, by any means, but there's some dirty motherfuckers out there. What's going on, section? That's the thing, and I saw this a million times when I was a bail bondsman. Cops will decide that they like somebody as a suspect. Not that they did it, but they just like them as a suspect, and they'll even word it that way. And people will get arrested, and the cops will say some shit like, "Hey, if you just admit to it now, we'll let you go home." And sometimes people don't understand that they could have left at any time if they haven't been actually arrested yet. But the cops will play mind games with you to keep you there, and they'll say, "Well, just sign this paper, and we won't arrest you if you just save us the time and admit to it, even if you didn't do it, or like if you have an addiction or even a cigarette." Like they know if they have a smoker in that room, that smoker's only got an hour or two before they really have to have a cigarette, or if they need a fix for something else. People will sign that paper because of that, or because the babysitter keeps texting them because they're half an hour late for picking up their kid. People will just sign shit and admit guilt just to leave that room. And the cops will say, "Oh, just sign this and we'll let you go. No big deal." Well, you sign that piece of paper and then boom, they arrest you on the spot. I've seen that happen a lot. I'm not saying that everybody that happens to is innocent. I think most of them are guilty. But hey, what's up, Lala? or I think the Supreme Court said they can't do this anymore, but their favorite thing is, oh, I smell pot, even though they don't really smell pot. And then that gives them probable cause to search the vehicle, or they say, hey, is it okay? Even if they don't have probable cause, they'll say, can I search your vehicle? And if you say no, I don't give up. I don't voluntarily give up rights if I don't have to. Then they're like, well, what do you got to hide? What do you got to hide? You know, then they make you feel guilty because you don't want your car searched. Whatever. I mean, it's just, they play these mind games every day, you know, so they get really good at it. And they are allowed to lie to you. They'll tell you, even if you were nowhere in the vicinity, they'll say, oh, well, we have your fingerprints. We have your DNA, even though they really don't. And then you start to question yourself, like, how did my fingerprints get there? It's like, well, fuck, they've got all this evidence on me. I should probably cooperate now, even though I didn't do anything. Or sometimes people plead guilty just to get it over with. Cops are inwards sometimes. And again, I'm not anti-cop. I'm really not. But it's just, I saw so much of that stuff. I had a guy detained. He was cooperating, and in the past he had like resisting arrest and stuff like that from other stuff. So when you see that in somebody's record, you know you're wary of it. But I was cool to him. He was cool to me. No problems. I had him handcuffed. I was getting him patted down, and the fucking city cop shows up and just starts ripping the guy. Well, then the guy got all agitated. He was handcuffed, so he wasn't really couldn't really do a whole lot. But the fucking cop put him in a headlock, and it was yeah. I told the dude if he needed me to testify in court, I would do it, but it never it never came to that. That's the thing, and it's even if you're innocent, it's best to not, because cops will twist your words. They'll ask you the same question different ways over and over again. And if it's just a little, if you answer it just a little bit differently, even though you're not really lying, they'll say, "Oh, well, you did this," and they'll just pressure you into making a false confession. It's best to not say anything and ask for a lawyer, even though they might arrest you anyway. I mean, even if you're guilty, sure as hell don't say anything, because knowing you did it and proving you did it are two different things. Yeah, and don't ever voluntarily let them into your house or search your vehicle, whether you did it or not, because they'll plant shit. It seems like to most of them, it's more about making a career than it is about actually upholding the law. Yeah, I mean, never voluntarily give up rights. They'll try to make you feel guilty for it, but fuck them. Well, even if they don't have a search warrant, if they have probable cause, that's where the thing where they would say, "Oh, I smell marijuana," even though they don't. You can't prove that they didn't smell it. They'll make up probable cause, so they don't always need a warrant to search. But yeah, hey, what's up, Christy? Christy is also my favorite Mexican. All right, this will probably be the last call for the link. If anybody wants to hit it, I wasn't really planning on being on here this long. Holy shit! Got another dono. Hey, thank you. I don't know who you are, but they've hit my PayPal a few times. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can read the message. Nope, it just says for cocaine. All right, nice. I might have to give General a cut for dropping my financials. You can't go wrong with an AK-47. When you absolutely positively have to end every motherfucker in the room, the AK-47. I love AKs. You used to be able to get them pretty cheap, but now they cost as much as an AR or more. I used to buy um, Mac 90s were a good semi-automatic version of the AK, but they were pretty easy to switch up, if you know what I'm saying. Back in the after the Soviet Union fell, you could get, they were full auto AKs that they converted to semi-auto to sell in the United States. But there, I mean, you can make a semi-auto AK full auto with a bread tie if you know how to do it. But it's kind of a rednecky way, but it works. But yeah, you used to be able to get AKs dirt cheap. I like five. Hey, if you don't have a dead hooker in your trunk at least once in your life, you're not living. Yeah, I guess we're also at war with the. There are videos of U.S. military drones just vaporizing drug boats coming out of Venezuela. And I guess special forces is starting to hit cartels in Mexico. I mean, I think it's interesting that the U.S. military is going after Venezuela, yet another oil rich country. You notice that we only seem to invade countries that have oil? I mean, I agree the cartels need to be taken out, but there's always ulterior motives behind everything. Right on, Christy. That's awesome. There's something to be said for instant families. Yeah, you're right, Christy. I mean, I realize that by the cartels getting taken out means that I won't be able to get cocaine anymore, but I guess it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And I don't really care about, I mean, people want drugs. I mean, I think they should be legal. It's not, I don't even care about the cartels. I mean, fentanyl is an issue because people don't ask for lethal doses most of the time. So that's a problem. Um, but it's the human trafficking. And, the cartels will kill anybody that gets in their way. And that's a problem. All right, yo, I'm going to have to hang this up, but I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks to everybody that hit my PayPal and Cash App. I do really appreciate it. All right, yo, stay weird.